Whoa, that's a pretty cool castle. It's Castlevania! This game's scary, but in a cute way. But also in a horribly difficult, uncute way. Like, look at the demo for the game. Look, the devs don't even know how to play it. I've lived my whole life without playing a Castlevania game, but I've always wanted to give them a try. So I started with the first one to see what it's all about, and this is kind of how it went. "100 years I've been waiting for my resurrection. And it's almost time." It's almost time for Halloween!
My lord, it's August.
To the dungeon.
No!
That just means we have plenty of time to get ready for the trick-or-treaters! We'll be the spookiest, scariest spot in the neighborhood! Until then, make sure nobody comes to my house!
My lord.
What is it?
Somebody's coming to the house.
What? This man is much too old to be here for candy, which means he must be here for us! Yay! No, to kill us!
Well, shit.
Worry not, my lord. I bet he won't even make it through the first level.
Yes, you are probably right. He would have to battle past hordes of undead, cross the path of countless black cats, and avoid being drowned by the seamen.
My lord, they prefer to be called the mermen.
Mermen? What the hell is a mer? They are men of the sea. Seamen sounds much better.
My lord.
Okay, you're right. Best not to get Castle HR department involved. The merman. He will have to defeat many mermen. Wait, what did he just do? Is that my wallet?
From your secret wallet compartment, my lord.
I've been looking for that for weeks. How much money was in there? 1,000 points? 1,000 Transylvanian points. It's the 1600s. He could buy his own house with that, yet he continues to ransack mine? No matter. For none of the ghouls along his path could match the terror in store for him.
Foul beast, I am Simon Belmont. Stop screaming! Rah! Hear my words, monsters. I am Simon Belmont of the Belmont Homeowners Association. For your violations against the neighborhood, I will punish you.
Very well, Simon Belmont of HOA Belmont. I accept your challenge. But hear this. Each level of my house is filled with greater challenges, more perilous traps, and even more bullshit unfair game mechanics. You may have survived for now, but you will need to summon every ounce of your courage if you are going to make it through. I immediately already like this game. I'm a sucker for anything Halloween or classic horror theme.
Power pump.
And this game really scratches that itch. But Simon Belmont hates Halloween. Zombies, ghosts, skeletons, anything spooky, scary, and he'll whip it. He'll whip it good. But aside from that, he mostly likes whipping candles. Every candle in Dracula's castle is like a little loot box, and he's just a gacha addict. He drops stuff like whip upgrades, other weapons, and hearts. If you've played literally any other video game on the planet, you might think the hearts heal you, but no, they're actually your ammo for the special weapons. Stabs you cutely. Ooh. If your health gets low, you need food. And Simon's kind of a picky eater. He only really likes chicken, preferably from a wall. The longer it's been there, the better. But so far, the game hasn't been too hard and we haven't taken too much damage. But when these fuckers come around, the difficulty only goes up. The Medusa heads spawn infinitely and go in this weird winding pattern, and it's just a nightmare to dodge. But if you watch my Kid Icarus video, you know I love Medusa, and I also love head. Too. So we'll be okay. The boss is a bigger Medusa? God, she was so bad in Kid Icarus. But in this game, nah, she's still fucking hot. Who am I kidding?
Why aren't you turning to stone?
I'm already rock hard.
What?
Yeah.
Ah!
That's 2 stages down, and we've collected 2 balls to show for it. But we're gonna need to collect a lot more balls if we want to end Dracula's curse. Now that we're in stage 3, the enemies start getting even scarier. Like this ghost, ooh, and this skeleton, and this... What the hell is he doing? Stop thrusting! Stop! Stop it! Stop! When it comes to Castlevania, no enemy is nearly as scary as... stairs! Props to Konami for coding stairs into a game. It's 1986, and most NES games haven't figured out slopes yet, so this is some revolutionary shit. But it's also just shit. Once you're on the stairs, it locks you into the super slow walking speed, and it makes even the silliest enemies into unavoidable bone machines until you climb down. Also, sometimes I forget to press down to climb down the stairs, and I just die instantly. They're scary, okay? They're scary. And then we make it to Mummy. 2 mummies.
Return the balls or suffer our curse.
No, they're my balls. I got them fair and square.
Then we'll just have to take yours.
Is that fucking toilet paper?
Yes, single ply.
This is the first boss I really struggled with. The TP attack follows the same Medusa head pattern, and it's really tricky to dodge from both sides, but as long as we keep whipping and grab this stair chicken mid-fight, it'll be just fine.
I don't see a door. How do I get to the next level? Oh, god damn it.
This next level is where shit gets really tough. The hardest thing about this game is by far the platforming. You see, in Mario, when you get hit, you lose your mushroom, but you keep running like nothing happened. In Mega Man, you get hit and you get knocked back a little bit, but then you keep running like nothing happened. In Castlevania, you get hit and you get launched 40 feet backwards and fall into a goddamn pit. It makes anywhere with jumping involved a freaking nightmare. Oh shit, that wasn't a platform? Okay, that was my bad. But yeah, without enemies, it isn't. Oh shit, I was supposed to duck there? Okay, that was my bad. And once we make it out of the sewers, it somehow gets worse. This long section is swarming with hawks. Don't say Tua, don't say Tua, don't say Tua. And they brought the freaky flea men back. It's just a constant barrage of birds trying to peck you and dudes trying to pump you. And if you don't kill them quick enough, it gets out of hand really fast. And then it somehow gets even worse with the dreaded bone dragon. I feel like I'm boned whenever I run into one of these. And we gotta fight 3 of them. Triple the boning. But once we make it through, we get to fight.
Egads, you must be Frankenstein.
That is a common misconception, Simon. I am Frankenstein, and this is my monster.
Though you could argue Dr. Frankenstein was the real monster.
Wait, is that really what you think of me?
He makes a good point.
He does.
A bit of dark irony in that.
Clearly, I have some self-reflection to do.
This is another 2v1 boss fight, but it's way harder than the mummies. This flea man jumps all over the room and spams you with fireballs, and you gotta worry about dodging all that while Frank is hitting the gwitty on the side. And there's no hidden chicken in this boss room, so if you get fucked up in the hallway before the fight, you're just out of luck. It took me a ton of attempts getting through the Sea-Man sewers and the hawk jockeys and the boner dragons until I finally came in with a good amount of health and lives. Luckily, only Frank has a health bar, so once we figure that out, we can just mash the whip button and pray we don't get spammed out by fireballs. But beating him just means we have to go onto an even harder level.
flea men on spawn? What kind of sicko made this game? Thrower skeletons at the top of every stair, blood skeletons in every hallway, and kinky skeletons on every wall.
My shackles are too tight.
Mine could be tighter. But worst of all are the axe armors. They take 1 billion hits to kill, back up right out of your whip range, and just spam you with axes. Also, something about their AI makes them love to go on and off the screen. Just fucking let me hit you. They're really tough, but even more so when you put them in a hallway with respawning creepypasta skeletons, or at the top of stairs, or Medusa heads. Good God, it's
The worst screen in the game.
There's just so much happening. It took me a ton of tries to get through this bullet hell, and I never made it with full health. And there's a severe lack of chicken before we make it to
Death!
Simon Belmont. Are you the Grim Reaper? Yes, and I've got a bone to pick with you.
Ah, a skeleton pun. The most horrible form of Halloween humor.
If you thought that joke was horrible, just wait till you see my attack pattern.
Ah.
Why are there 9 scythes on the screen?
This is by far the hardest boss in the game. Maybe even any game I've played. There's just a constant barrage of sickles floating towards you, and they keep respawning no matter how many you whip away. And the checkpoint puts you right before
The worst screen in the game.
So there's just no way I ever got here with full health. This is just one of those Nintendo hard, unfair boss fights, and if we want to beat it, we're gonna have to cheese it. And to do that, I need to figure out a super important game mechanic, one that I completely ignored up to this point: learning to count.
I'm interested in this.
Every so often throughout the playthrough, I would find some Roman numerals lying around, and I wasn't really sure what they did until someone in chat explained it. Instead of only being able to throw one sub-weapon at a time with a long delay in between, it lets us spam 2 or 3. They're hidden in walls and stuff, but we can also farm them by hitting enemies and candles with our sub-weapons. We just gotta be careful not to grab a different sub-weapon or damn it! But if we can manage to make it through the level with the holy water, without dying, with the 2 or a 3 equipped, we can do this.
Simon! What are you doing, Simon?
I'm spamming you with projectiles.
You can't do that! It's only cool when I do it!
What are you talking about? I think it's pretty fire.
You can't make puns! It's only funny when I do it, Simon Belmont!
Well, I thought it was humorous.
And now we're just one stage away from Dracula. Oh my god, they're doing the RPG thing! You know, where a boss from the early game becomes a common enemy in the late game? You bet your ass I'm just running past that. We're in the inner mechanism of Dracula's super cool gothic castle. It's really epic jumping from gear to gear. Huh? Oh fuck, I guess we can't jump gear to gear. Oh god, the hawk jockeys are back. But you know what, I take back what I said about the stairs. They at least make it so you don't get knocked into a pit, which is good enough to make it to him.
100 years I've been waiting to celebrate Halloween again. I was going to hand out candy and play pranks and throw the biggest party this neighborhood had ever seen. It was going to be a mash. A monster mash.
I did what I had to. Your little party had too many noise complaints.
You killed all my friends. Their screams were much noisier.
You had too many over. Their cars were blocking the side of the road. That's a violation.
Ugh, how come every time I'm resurrected, the bloody Belmont HOA gets on my ass?
You're 100 years behind on your HOA dues. You have to follow the rules if you want to own a house in this neighborhood.
What is a house? A pitiful little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you.
It's finally time to fight Dracula. He teleports all over the room, and you gotta keep moving so he doesn't teleport inside you. And then he opens up his robes, revealing fireballs. The best strat I found was to jump as soon as he lifts his hand and then whip him in the head. It takes some getting used to, but the checkpoint always starts us right back here, so we can keep trying until...
Yeah! Get wrecked, idiot! Huh? I'm not paying your bloody HOA dues! Do you know how much my mortgage is?
Oh god, he's thick. I like his hitbox. It's only
only a matter of time before he corners us and
Okay, yeah, his second phase is even worse, but maybe we can use what we learned from Death in this fight too.
with a well-timed holy water into his fireballs, we can actually spawn a 2. And with a combo of waters to stun him and whips to whip him for like 40 seconds, he's got a lot of health. Yeah, we got him!
Oh, my plans! My head! My house!
Sorry, Dracula, but from now on, the only house you'll be calling home is hell.
This isn't over, Belmont. If I can't have a house, no one can. May you never enjoy a night in again. May you never have a happy Halloween for as long as you draw breath. May your next game be complete and utter dog shit. A curse upon you, Belmont. A curse!
What did he mean by that? Oh well. Alright, Demolition Crew, take it from here.
And so, after an incredibly difficult journey, we did it! And Castlevania finally crumbles. The credits are pretty funny. There's like names of fake actors playing the different scary monsters. And all is well for Simon Belmont. At least until the sun goes down.
Oh, where did that text box come from?
But that's a story for another video. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this one, remember to subscribe. This is my first video on the Castlevania series, but I have more videos just like this one for other retro games you might like. I also want to give a huge shout out to my channel members for making this video possible. You can become a member today by clicking the join button. You'll get sneak peeks at upcoming videos and your name in the credits just like this. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time, everybody.